All right, so here we're on the main feed, just scrolling through. Drop a couple likes here to these posts. Let me show you guys how to share to the story. So let's say you find something you like. You're going to hit the little airplane looking button right underneath the image. At the very top, you'll select share to story. You tap on the photo, it's going to pull up the original comment down at the bottom, and then all you would do to share is hit your story. And there you go. Let's go over sharing to stories some more. So you can touch the plus in the top, and then it'll give you the different post options, so you can swipe on over to the story. Or say you're at your home page, same thing, find the plus button at the top and you can hit story. Or again, if you're at the home page, if you swipe to the right, it'll take you to the story. So you can take photos, video, whatnot from there. If you're going to upload your own, tap in the bottom left corner. On any of the options, doesn't matter how you access the story, the bottom left corner is going to pull up your camera roll, so you can go ahead and upload what you want. So let's upload this image here. So it's going to be a little zoomed in. If you use two fingers to pinch together and zoom out, you can see the whole image there. And then if you just want to hit post a story, it'll post it as is. If you touch on the image, it'll pull up the text option. So you can go ahead and type in anything you want here. So let's go thinking about buying a home. And when you shrink it, it's going to expand the type so it comes out as like one line. Whereas if you increase the size, it'll make it, it'll pinch it kind of together. And then you can expand or shrink the text using two fingers, zooming in and out. If you touch the paragraph button at the top, it's going to move it center, left, and right. There's some other, you can change the font colors, you can do the shadowing. It's going to kind of depend what options you have based on what font style you choose. So for the slanted one, that's the shading option that it has. So I'm going to position that there. And then if you touch the face with the stars, it'll give you effect options, but it looks like it's just going to do it on the image, not the whole thing. So let's cancel that. And if you hit the link button, you can go ahead and put a link to an IGTV video. So if you're wanting to post something, it doesn't even have to be related to the video, and you want to add a link in there to say, one of your listings or whatnot, you can do that. If you hit the page button, it's going to give you all of these other little options. So like here, you see you can add in the words that they have, and if you touch the little image thing, it'll change the options. Same thing if you go to add in the location. When you pick a location and then tap it, it'll change the way that it looks. So let's do the transparent one so it's not taking away from the main image here. Recenter that, move that around, and then if you touch the squiggly up at the top, this is going to give you drawing options. So let's see. So here, just traditional pen. This one is going to, so this one actually does an arrow for you. So you can kind of draw it wherever, and it'll just automatically put an arrow tip at the end of it. This one's going to be like a neon looking pen style. And then of course the top right is going to be the eraser. So let's add in an arrow. Let's see if I can get this right here. Play around with all of your options though. That little page button, there's so many different things in there that you can use to add to your story. If you want to type on it and can't find a spot to touch so that you can get the type to add on there, you can hit the type button. It's the upper and lowercase a in the top right corner. So here I went ahead and tagged C21 North Bay Alliance. So if you do @ and then the username, it's going to automatically tag them. You can change the color, and then if you want to change just the font color, you would highlight it and then select what color you want. When you're adding to your story, you can create a close friends list, or you can send it to anyone you want. If you touch those little carrots beneath, it's going to give you those options for creating a list or changing your story settings on Facebook. But yeah, you would just hit share to story in the bottom left, or again from that menu page, and that's how it's going to appear. So when you go through the story, here's the ones we added in, and And that's how it's going to appear to your viewer. And then when you touch on the little links that we added on the bottom there, so like this one will take you to the North Bay Lions page because you tagged them. And since we tagged the location, it's going to come up the other stories and posts from that location.